Hello, Richard here. Welcome. A quick intro so that you know what I'm doing here. Write a book, they said. I don't have time. But then Quora questions started showing up in my inbox. Martial arts was my subject. I started answering these questions. More and more of them rolled in every day. Before I knew it, I was writing 3 to 5 posts per day. Next thing I knew, Quora featured some of my posts. The numbers went big. So that was my starting point. But as time went on, I grew weary of the questions. Some of them were really juvenile. Some were people placing trick questions to ambush me on the answers. And I came up against a couple of nasties. Then there were senseless martial arts questions, tons of them coming in. There were robot generated, and others were asking for UFC predictions and the like. So I broadened my categories to 1, martial arts, 2, religion, and 3, human behaviour. In the end, there was so much material I tagged on leftovers, which is a mixture of martial arts, religion, not to be confused with spirituality, and human behaviour, which is this category you're in right now, and the leftovers, which is a mixture of all put together. Now, the religious ones poured in the most of any, and I had 2 million views on just one of the answers that I gave. So, welcome aboard, and if you've had this intro before, just skip to a question. There's plenty of them coming up. So, welcome. All right, let's see what the first question is. It's a good one too. It's a great question. What impact does body language have on leadership effectiveness, and how can leaders use it to their advantage? Well, body language has a huge impact on leadership and its effectiveness, and leaders use it in various forms all the time. Communication between humans is not only through speech and the written word, it's also through many movements we make to support what is being communicated. Also, one physical action can convey a whole string of words and meanings, so it can be a quick confirmation or can infer something which the words aren't quite achieving. Examples: 2 hands apart in front of you with the palms facing upward generally means I submit this offering to you in a passive way. Pointing a finger at the face or chest can mean I'm onto you, I'm not afraid of you, I will make my point whether you like it or not. Throwing your hands upward in the air is usually a sign of despair. All of these examples are obvious, but there are very subtle ones too. Here's a particular favourite of mine. Look for it next time you're watching TV and a politician is speaking. It doesn't happen every time, but I have seen it many times. Here's how it goes. The polly stands in a central focus. He or she speaks directly to the camera with a sincere gaze, as if to look into your eyes. But if you look behind him, you will often find a person, one of his own camp, who is positioned into the gap between the polly's head and the edge of the screen, only just in shot. This person is very subtly nodding their head, as if they cannot help but agree with the comments or persuasions at hand. They will nod at the comments which are to be reinforced. It's not a big movement. That would make it too obvious. It's a very small movement, just big enough to have a subconscious effect. Now, I think this little trick must work consistently because I've witnessed it over and over and over again, numerous times over a long period of time. If it were not so, they would have discarded the procedure long ago. It's a big subject and an interesting one. That was a great question, wasn't it? So, thanks for reading. Thanks for watching, and thanks for the question. Till we meet again, you take care.